In this video, we are going to discuss about file system versus database. So, file system also called as file management system. There are several problems in file system or file management system. First, what is a file system and DBMS? File system means a collection of files which are stored in the hard disk. So, what is file? File means a collection of records, which are records contains a collection of fields. Each field contains represents the data. Here one example taken. Here one file I taken that in this file we have three records. We have three records. Each record have three fields. First field is employee number, second field is employee name, third field is salary. In these three fields each record have three fields. Each field have data. This is called file. Okay. Generally, these files are stored in directories. Directories means a collection of files and also subdirectories. These files are called file management system or file system or file management system. The next one, what is DBMS? DBMS is a software. It manages the database. Let's see the file management system versus DBMS. So, in file management system, several drawbacks, disadvantages are there. In this, we discuss about one by one. First one, data redundancy and inconsistency. Second one is difficulty to accessing the data and data isolation, integrity problem, autonomicity problem, concurrent access anomalies, and also security problems. So first one is data redundancy and inconsistency. Data redundancy and inconsistency. In this, we are in file system, the different programmers are, one programmer using C language, one programmer using Java. In different programmers using different platforms. They are creating different files and also different structures and also different programming languages are using. Here another example we take. Here three fields are there, and also we taking another field. Here we need only employee name, only a role, employee number and his name. So then what I do here, one file already exists, and also we have taken another file. We delete his salary. This information we got, but here we same data occurred in two different places. This is called data redundancy. Different files stored in different locations is called data redundancy. And also different structures. We are now seen here. We are using Excel, Microsoft Excel. Some programmers are using Microsoft Word. Some programmers are using another application software. Storage capacity will high. So higher to storage capacity, access cost is very high. In this is and also this is called redundancy. Inconsistency means different versions data conflict and doesn't match the data. If we are using here MS Excel and someone access MS Word, so these are doesn't match. This is called inconsistency. Okay, now you understand what is about redundancy and inconsistency. The next difficulty to accessing the data. Here file system typically basic read and write operations on entire file, retrieving specific pieces of information or performing complex each new task, making the data access some the deficient of DBMS. In this example here, someone asks the data for student roll number and his name and his city, student name and who are came from Vizag. So one data we received. From that another user asks who got below 25 above 25 credits. Again we prepared another file, and also another programmer asked both. He need student roll number, student name and his city and his credits. So here same data, same persons. Here we are stored in 3 files with different locations. So in this class we are discussing difficulty to accessing the data. Okay, the next thing, data isolation. Data isolation. In this data isolation, different programmers, different files, different structures. In same data, already we discussed in earlier, data redundancy and inconsistency is same problem in data, difficulty to access, because so much difficult to search all these files, different programmers and different files and different structures. Data are scattered in different files. Files may be different locations. That's why data isolation is difficult. In data management system stored in one place, so all data can upload from single place. Okay, next, integrity problem. Consistency, integrity problem. Consistency constraints. Here, for example, our account balance, some account balance should not be 0. We need account balance, minimum balance 500. In file system it is not possible to do. In DBMS easy to add the software code, but not in a file system. Okay, the problem is compound when constraints involve several data items from different files. Okay, the next one is atomicity problem. Difficult to ensure atomicity to conventional file processing system. Any system subject is to fail. For example, here, for example, A have 1000 rupees, B have 500 rupees. A transfer to B 500 rupees. A now A have 500 rupees, balance is 500 rupees. In this, the system is failed. Then here not debited, here debited, but in B not credited. This is called atomicity problem. The next one is concurrent access anomalies. When multiple persons are accessing the same data at a single time is not possible in file system. For example, when two transactions read the same data, modify it when then write it back, one of the updates might be overwrite by the other loading to a last update. Example, imagine bank account have 1000 rupees. Here transaction 1 have 1000 rupees, transaction 2 1000 rupees. Transaction 1 reads 1000 rupees and 2 also balance reads 1000 rupees. Here transaction 1 debits 200, calculates the new balance is 800 when write it back. Transaction 2 deducts 300, calculates the new balance is 700 and writes it back, overwrite to T1 is updates. The final balance is 700, but it should not be 500. It is last update is last. This is called concurrent access anomalies. The next one is security problem. In file system became accessible to others if they are shared with anyone the link of if the user grant access to all users in the computer. In the file system anyone can access and update. In DBMS it's not possible. Okay, this is about file system versus DBMS. Thank you.